There is no doubt that the survival instinct is the strongest instinct in animals, and most cases of attack on humans by animals stem from the survival instinct, but this is not the only instinct that the animal shares with humans. Animals enjoy a sense and thought of their own in their world, and if you delve deeper into the life and behavior of animals you will have nothing to say but glory to the Creator. Although studies, research and the presence of biologists help us understand animals, sometimes we do not find justification for their behavior and actions, whether they are with humans or with each other. Welcome, I'm Allison, and in this episode we will talk about amazing animals that saved human life. Gorillas are very strict animals in protecting their areas and borders, and this is what makes them extremely dangerous, whether they are in the wild or in zoos. But with that, the gorilla that we have today has a maternal instinct that overcame its aggressive instinct in one of the strangest incidents ever. In 1996, at Brookfield Zoo, a small child fell into the gorilla part of the zoo, and the fall caused him bruises and fractures that made him unconscious. He comes and takes the child, and indeed the guard came quickly and took the child safely. This position is exceptional of the first degree. The gorilla is one of the most dangerous and fierce animals that a person can meet in his life, but the officials in the park explained that this gorilla was raised from a young age among people, and this was an essential factor in her affectionate behavior towards the child. While studying the humpback whale in the Pacific Ocean in September 2017, a strange incident occurred with marine biologist Nan Hauser, which is the first incident during the period of her study of this type of whale, which reaches nearly 30 years. While Hauser was in the water near a huge whale weighing more than 25 tons, he surprised her by pushing her hard in the water, as if he was pushing her away from the place, once pushing her under his fin, and once raising her with his head above the water. And after Hauser got out of the water and climbed onto her boat, Hauser was surprised to find one of the tiger sharks near her, and the whale was trying to protect her from the shark. And tiger sharks, for those who do not know, are one of the 3 types of sharks responsible for most shark attacks on humans, and while some have questioned the fact, and that no one can know the real motive behind the whale's behavior, the type of whale has many precedents already, and it protects its young and other animals from predators, and therefore it is possible that the real motive behind the behavior of the humpback whale is to protect the Hauser from the shark. Despite the reputation of sharks and their danger, you may be surprised when you learn that the deaths resulting from their attacks on humans are much less than what is killed by cows annually. Shark attacks can leave behind about 6 deaths annually, according to the Oceania Organization for Ocean Conservation. As for a family of cows, including goats, cows and bulls, they kill about 22 people annually, and most of the deaths are caused by run over or gored, and the most victims of course are farmers, and this is what prompted the Scottish farmer Fiona Boyd to know that her life was at stake when she attacked her huge cow, believing that Fiona is hurting her young calf, where the cow rushed towards Fiona strongly and threw her to the ground, and continued to attack her every time Fiona tried to crawl to safety, and after Fiona thought that her end was near, she was surprised by her horse rushing towards the cow quickly and away from the 40-year-old lady, in order to give her a chance to escape. Fiona believes that this incident that occurred on her farm in 2007 would have written its end already had it not been for the heroic intervention of the horse. People's love for dolphins is not only limited to their cute looks that appear to be smiling all the time, but their level of intelligence and their friendly nature with humans are much more important reasons. In November 2004, rescue worker Rob Howes took his 15-year-old daughter and 2 of his friends and entered the water near the north coast of New Zealand. While they were in the water, they were surprised that a group of dolphins rushed towards them and formed a circle around them and started hitting the water very violently. At first, House was guilty and did not understand what was happening, but after a while he discovered that there was a great white shark meters away from him and his daughter, and it turned out that the dolphins formed a protection group to keep the shark away from him and his daughter. and if it is imagined that the incident it may be a coincidence, the famous biologist Ingrid Besser, who has studied marine mammals for more than 20 years, confirmed that there are multiple reports from all over the world about various incidents in which dolphins have a role in helping swimmers in one way or another. During the devastating tsunami that struck Thailand in 2004, an 8-year-old girl was unexpectedly rescued. Meanwhile, Amber Mason was spending her vacation with her family in Thailand and used to ride a certain elephant every morning with the guard, and one day she was surprised she and the guard said that the elephant, as usual, wanted to move away from the shore, and all the guard tried to get him back. While the guard was busy about the elephant and the girl, the beach was on a date with the first tsunami waves that struck the area, and the waves began to rise towards the shore and take everything in their way, and quickly the elephant and the girl set out on his back, and the strange thing was that he only stopped when he reached a high wall that allowed the girl to stand on it away from danger. The story of the girl inspired the English author and playwright Michael Morpurgo to write a work that embodies the story of this child and her rescue through the elephant. In a remote area in southwest Ethiopia, 4 men kidnapped a 12-year-old girl, and while they were trying to go with her, they were surprised by the attack of 3 lions on them. Out of their fear, they fled quickly and left the girl alone. The strange thing is that the 3 lions did not attack the girl, but on the contrary, they remained sitting next to her, as if they were guarding it, and with the arrival of the police forces the 3 lions moved and walked their way. Despite the strangeness of the situation and the way the lions behaved towards the terrified girl, wildlife expert Stuart Williams said that it was possible that the child's constant crying was what saved her, and Williams said that the sound of the child's moaning and crying was somewhat close to the sound of a cub's lions. And you, dear viewer, do not forget to share your opinion of these strange situations in the comments box, and also do not forget to support us with the like button, subscribe and share the video with your friends.